They're not telling you this, but your car is hiding features that you've never used, never activated, and never even heard of. From secret fuel reserves to suspension tricks and emergency overrides, these are the hidden systems car companies quietly built into your vehicle. Some of them could literally save your life. Manual transmissions are still popular in Europe because they give drivers more control and a more connected driving experience. But what many people don't know is that modern manual gearboxes also have hidden performance features that adjust based on how you drive. Take BMW's Getrag transmissions, for example. Found in their M series cars, these gearboxes actually learn from your driving style. Over the first 500 to 700 kilometers, they monitor how often and how hard you shift gears. Then the system adjusts the pressure on the synchronizers to make aggressive driving smoother. It not only improves performance, but also reduces wear on the parts. Volkswagen's MQ350 gearboxes work in a similar way. They use built-in algorithms to study your shifting habits, and these settings are saved inside the control module. If you plug in a diagnostic tool like an OBD2 reader, you can even access this data. Renault's Alpine models go a step further. Their 6-speed manuals store specific rev matching profiles for roads you drive often, especially in hilly areas. These settings are stored in the car system and can be seen through onboard diagnostics. To unlock these hidden shadow modes, there's a trick. If you do 3 full throttle upshifts above 4,000 RPM in one drive, the transmission control module picks up the signal. It then boosts performance mode for the next 48 hours. This is perfect for track days or spirited drives on country roads. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. European car fobs follow strict safety rules like the ECE R116, but they also include some clever emergency features most drivers don't realize. One of the main features is a hidden physical key inside the fob. This allows you to unlock your car even when the electronics stop working. For instance, Audi and Volkswagen fobs have a backup RFID chip that sends a 125 kHz signal to a special antenna near the rear bumper. This makes it possible to unlock the car even if the immobilizer fails. Mercedes-Benz goes further with a special waterproof mode. If you drop the fob in water for 30 seconds, it activates a signal booster feature that makes the fob up to 300% more powerful. It's a lifesaver for convertible owners who get caught in sudden rain. To use these emergency features, there are specific steps. On Audi and VW cars, if you press the unlock button 7 times within 10 seconds, it triggers emergency access. For Mercedes, submerging the fob briefly will activate its waterproof signal mode. These hidden tricks make sure you're never stranded, even when things go wrong. Luxury European cars are known for their smooth ride, and that's thanks to adaptive suspension systems that actually react to the type of road you're on. Cars like the BMW 5 Series and Jaguar XF have forward-facing cameras that scan the road ahead. If the system sees potholes or cobblestones, it changes the damper settings right away. So when you're driving through a bumpy city, the suspension becomes stiffer to keep the car stable. On cobblestone streets, it softens up to make the ride more comfortable. You can also teach the system how to handle your regular routes. If you drive over a certain stretch of road 3 times and hold the suspension button, the infotainment screen will flash amber. This tells the system to save that road's profile and adjust the suspension automatically the next time. Volvo's SPA platform has another smart trick. If you park near a construction site for more than 5 minutes, the car enters a debris mode. It raises the ride height by 15 millimeters to help you clear uneven ground safely. These systems blend smart tech with driver preferences, giving you the best ride possible no matter where you go. Turbocharged engines in performance cars often have a secret power reserve called Overboost. It's built into the engine's ECU and can give your car a temporary surge of power when needed. Take the Mercedes-AMG 45 series. These cars use the M139 2-litre turbocharged engine, which normally runs at 2.1 bar of boost pressure. But in overboost mode, it can go up to around 2.4 bar. That's an extra 10 to 15% boost, perfect for quick overtakes or emergency moves. The Ford Focus ST uses a similar trick. When you're at full throttle, it adds nearly 10% more torque for about 15 seconds. This keeps the engine pulling hard between 3,000 and 4,500 RPM instead of tapering off like usual. Porsche takes it to another level in the 911 Turbo S. Their thermal credit system checks the coolant temperature. If it's under 90 degrees Celsius, the turbocharger's variable vanes stay wide open for 30% longer. That means more sustained power during aggressive driving. To trigger overboost, the car usually needs to be in a certain drive mode and under full throttle at the right RPMs. It's not something you use every day, but when you need it, it's there. High-end headlights in European cars do more than just light up the road. They also work with your car's navigation and safety systems. Audi's HD Matrix LED headlights can project invisible infrared patterns on road signs. In France, for example, roadside cameras from networks like Bison Futé can read these patterns and send back real-time traffic updates. To activate this, you align your headlights with a road sign and hold the voice command button for 3 seconds. If you see a triple flash, it means it worked. BMW's laser light system, found in cars like the 7 Series, adjusts the beam depending on the conditions. At high speeds, it narrows the light for better long-distance vision. When it rains, the system widens and softens the beam to reduce glare and makes things clearer. These lights are more than just bright. They're part of a smart driving system that adapts to both your surroundings and your route, making your drive safer and more efficient. Most drivers think their tank is dry when the needle hits 0, but in Europe, regulations make sure there's still a safety cushion. Under ECE Regulation 85, every vehicle is required to have at least 5 liters of hidden fuel left when the gauge shows empty. That reserve can be a lifesaver in emergencies or when you're far from a petrol station. In diesel vehicles, that reserve sometimes focuses more on AdBlue, the urea solution used for emissions control. It's so critical that many diesel cars allow drivers to check the actual AdBlue level. Just hold down the trip reset button for 10 seconds while the car is stationary. Petrol cars also have tricks to access the hidden reserve. Some models let you recalibrate the fuel pump's flow rate temporarily. The method is simple but surprising. Turn the ignition on and off 5 times, then hold the accelerator pedal for 30 seconds. If done correctly, it unlocks a bit more fuel, giving you up to 50 kilometers of extra range. For drivers in rural areas or during late night drives, this hidden buffer isn't just convenient, it could be the difference between stranded and safe. And that's exactly why these systems exist, to meet strict EU standards while quietly backing you up when you need it most. Manual drivers in Europe might be skipping more than just gears. They're avoiding long-term wear too. Take the MQ281 gearbox used in cars like VW Passat, Audi A4 and Skoda Superb. It's built to let you shift from second straight to fourth without any fuss. How? It watches how fast you press the clutch and adjusts the shift logic accordingly. This helps reduce the strain on internal components like the synchromesh, especially during slow city driving. But the MQ281 is not done there. It also has a wear compensation mode that many drivers don't even know about. If you press the clutch halfway 3 times while in neutral, the gearbox reconfigures itself. Peugeot's EB2 engine goes one step further. Once your car hits 50,000 kilometers, the ECU adds a 200 millisecond delay to your shifts, just enough to make gear changes smoother as parts start to wear down. With a torque range of 200 to 340 Newton meters and a gear spread up to 7.89, the MQ281 also gives excellent fuel savings without sacrificing power. In short, it's a transmission built for the long-term haul, and it proves that European cars are designed not just to drive well, but to age well too. In Europe, luxury cars don't just keep you cool, they tell you when something's wrong. Take BMW, for example. If you press and hold both the auto and recirculate buttons for 10 seconds, your climate control system enters a secret test mode. You won't get a beep or a warning light. Instead, the fan speed changes to indicate what's wrong. 3 bursts? That means your sunlight sensor is faulty. No need for a diagnostic tool or a trip to the dealer. Mercedes-Benz goes even further. Their air balance system can measure pollen levels inside the car. Just press the fragrance button along with the temperature increase button for 5 seconds. The infotainment screen will then display allergen levels in the cabin. This is no gimmick. Around 30% of Europeans suffer from airborne allergies. So, Mercedes equips these cars with activated charcoal filters that trap over 95% of particles, keeping the cabin air clean even when driving through high pollen regions. These features aren't just about luxury. They help meet strict European health and emission standards while giving you more control than you ever knew your dashboard had. European Tire Pressure Monitoring Systems, or TPMS, don't just care about air, they pay attention to the roads you drive on. In some Volvos, the system monitors road roughness by analyzing tire pressure fluctuations. It then gives a score between 0 and 100. If the road consistently rates below 30, the car automatically adjusts the suspension settings to soften the ride. This system is more useful than it sounds. When you're turning the steering wheel 180 degrees left and right 3 times while parked, a hidden menu pops up in the vehicle status screen where you can view these roughness scores. Volvo even shares the data with city authorities to help plan road repairs, a smart use of crowdsourced crowdsourced information to improve Europe's vast road networks. These TPMS sensors operate at 434 MHz, sending readings every 16 seconds. That level of detail helps your car react to poor road surfaces in real time, keeping your ride comfortable and safe no matter where you're headed. Most drivers assume emergency braking systems just slam the brakes when they're too close to something, but in Europe, it's more sophisticated than that. Emergency Brake Assist actually tailors how hard it brakes based on weather, traffic, and even the time of day. In cars like the Skoda Octavia, a blend of radar and camera data helps adjust the brake pressure to fit the situation, but there's a hidden override. If you press the hazard lights during a hard stop, the car ignores all the sensors and gives you 100% brake force no matter the conditions. This can be crucial in high-speed emergencies when hesitation isn't an option. For those who like customization, tools like the OBD11, which is priced at €59.99, let you fine-tune these systems yourself. If you're towing a trailer, you might want less braking sensitivity to avoid false triggers. OBD11 connects to your smartphone and lets you adjust these profiles with a single click. The safety impact is massive. According to Euro NCAP, automatic emergency braking systems reduce rear-end collisions by 38% in city traffic. That translates to over 1,000 lives saved annually across the EU. And once you realize how customizable and intelligent these systems are, it's clear they're not just about safety, they're about control.